No.
I'm not with him.
No.
Yeah. Not by choice, but, I respect him. It's all love.
It's not your choice?
I wouldn't have chose it, but it was what was best, but I wouldn't have chose it.
After all the money, time, and effort Yodi poured into winning Angela Simmons' heart, everyone expected her to become the queen of Memphis, and the two of them to ride off into the sunset together. So when Angela suddenly announced their breakup, proudly declaring she was entering her single girl era, the shock was undeniable.
It's my choice, I had to make a decision, but I think there's a certain level of what I can share and would share publicly, you know what I mean? And I can publicly say that I'm not with him anymore. But as far as details, I would just never.
When Angela Simmons announced her breakup with Yo Gotti, the internet immediately exploded with theories. People wanted answers, real answers. What could make Angela walk away from a man who had chased her for years, spoiled her endlessly, treated her like royalty, and seemed completely devoted? What could end a relationship that looked like a fairy tale from the outside? At first, everyone assumed it had to be cheating. Rumors started circulating instantly. Did Angela catch him with another woman? Was there something going on between Yo Gotti and Glorilla that crossed the line? Had Angela seen something she couldn't unsee? The streets were whispering, and the blogs were running wild. But according to Angela, the truth was darker than any cheating scandal. It was something she never imagined she would be caught in. See, Angela knew what came with dating a rapper. She knew the lifestyle wasn't perfect. She knew women would try. She knew there would be rumors. She wasn't naive. She had mentally prepared herself for the drama that comes with fame and money. But what she didn't sign up for was being pulled straight into a street war tied to Yo Gotti. One that stretched back years, all the way to the death of young Dolph. And according to Angela, the city of Memphis wasn't done grieving, wasn't done fighting, and wasn't done retaliating. She claimed things were getting so heavy that police might eventually need to build a real case around CMG, just to stop the violence. So what exactly happened? And did Angela truly have a reason to fear for her safety? From the beginning, Angela and Yo Gotti's relationship was a roller coaster. It took Yo Gotti 6 whole years of public admiration, lyrical confessions, and relentless pursuit before Angela finally agreed to go out with him at the start of 2023. When they finally got together, the internet celebrated like they were witnessing destiny. Yo Gotti spoiled her, treated her son well, and Angela openly said she saw him as the one, and would marry him in a heartbeat. They looked solid, unbreakable even. Which is why it shocked everyone when the relationship ended almost as quickly as it began. Angela confirmed the breakup during an interview on the Angie Martinez podcast. And though she was careful with her words, she made one thing clear. It wasn't her desire to leave, but it was a decision she had to make. Something in her tone told fans that trouble had been brewing behind the scenes long before the breakup went public. So naturally, people started digging. Rumors pointed toward Glorilla after Yo Gotti surprised her with a luxury Cadillac Escalade IQ for her 25th birthday, right after gifting her expensive watches. Since Glorilla is signed to CMG, fans tried to wave it off as business, but the internet wasn't buying it. People wondered whether Angela walked away before things got messy and humiliating for her. But Angela shut those rumors down quickly. She said the breakup had nothing to do with another woman. If she wanted to marry Yo Gotti, she absolutely could have. That wasn't the issue. What really pushed Angela away were the bodies dropping in Memphis, and all of them somehow connected back to the death of young Dolph. Ever since Dolph was murdered, the streets of Memphis turned into a battlefield. Anyone even remotely connected to CMG seemed to be getting targeted. The first to go was Don D. Money, who had joked publicly about Dolph's death. Then came an attack on Big Nusky in 2022, an artist related to Big 30. He was rumored to have ties to Straight Drop, one of the main suspects in Dolph's murder. Straight Drop, Cornelius Smith, Hernandez Govan, all suspects connected to Dolph's death, were rumored to have affiliations with CMG, Yo Gotti, and the Memphis gang Trula Mafia. Even the gang's OG, CEO Tizzy, became a target. In June 2023, news broke that he had been shot and killed before police could even arrive. The pattern was getting clearer and deadlier. Then came another shocking hit. In September 2022, Memphis rapper Lotta Cash Desto was shot multiple times and died at the scene. At first, her death confused everyone, until it was revealed that she was the daughter of Hernandez Govan, one of the main suspects in Dolph's murder. That's when people realized no one connected to the case was safe. The violence didn't stop there. In August 2023, police reported that a man named Tomil Benson had been killed. He turned out to be the brother of Black Youngsta, a CMG artist who had openly beefed with Young Dolph for years. It was Black Youngsta who had famously mocked Dolph after his passing, and one of the first to be suspected in earlier attempts on Dolph's life. Through all of this carnage, one person remained untouched: Yo Gotti. But Dolph's people were not finished. They allegedly began targeting Yo Gotti's family. His mother reportedly barely escaped an attempt on her life. And then the streets delivered their biggest blow. Yo Gotti's older brother, Big Juke, was murdered. Juke had mocked Dolph's death multiple times, and many believed his killing was a direct retaliation. To Angela Simmons, this wasn't industry drama. This wasn't rap beef. This was real violence, relentless, bloody, and ongoing. And she wanted no part of it. According to her, walking away wasn't about love. It wasn't about loyalty. It wasn't about pride. It was about survival. And once she realized how deep Yo Gotti was tied into Memphis street politics, and how far people were willing to go for revenge, she decided she couldn't risk her life or her son's life. So she ran. And maybe she was right to.
I don't paint no bitch beside two real niggas. Two real niggas with a pussy in the middle, man. Y'all don't do that, man. Don't fuck with our legacy. It's a pussy right here, y'all. Two gangsters.
It was also reported that Big Juke was the one who put a $100,000 bounty on Young Dolph's head, which pushed others to go after him. So Dolph's crew had every reason, and every motivation, to retaliate. In January 2024, Big Juke met his end while attending his uncle's funeral. And to this day, no suspects have been identified. With his death, it seemed like the deadly circle was finally complete, and Dolph's people were ready to close the book on the years-long bloodshed. This level of retaliation had never been seen in Memphis until Dolph's murder. And the wild thing is that these last 3 years of non-stop violence could have been avoided if Yo Gotti had simply accepted that young Dolph didn't want to sign under him. Dolph wanted independence, just like Yo Gotti did when he began his own career. But Yodi went from openly respecting Dolph's talent, to beefing with him, to allegedly trying to strong-arm him into signing with CMG. That shift triggered a chain of events no one saw coming. Now word is that with the way young Dolph's trial is unfolding, Yo Gotti might face even more problems. One of the key suspects, Hernandez Govan, accused of orchestrating Dolph's killing, was found not guilty on August 21, 2025 of conspiracy and first-degree murder. And the main argument used by Govan's defense was that prosecutors never interviewed Big Juke or Yodi, and didn't investigate CMG at all, even though the label and its associates had been publicly involved in the beef with young Dolph leading up to his death. The defense painted Hernandez Govan as a nobody, a disposable pawn in CMG and Yo Gotti's larger chess game, which is why law enforcement went after him instead of the people with the real connections and influence.
Evidence that you want to tell you, and then have the cameras rolling on a high-profile case and pressure you to commit a verdict of guilty is patently unfair. And just because he's a nobody and doesn't have money like Gotti or Joe, his brother, who was never even questioned or charged, he's the fall guy in all this stuff. He didn't do anything, even if you believe.
With Hernandez Govan being acquitted, the situation took yet another wild turn, because the streets are still desperate for young Dolph to get the justice many believe he deserves. And now, word is that the feds are quietly building a case against Yodi, since so much of the evidence appears to trace back to CMG and Yodi's circle. According to Angela, this was the real reason she stepped away. She refused to become collateral damage in a war that had nothing to do with her. Nobody knew whether Dolph's crew was going to trust the justice system, or take matters into their own hands again. Especially now that Hernandez Govan is walking free. And honestly, the internet wasn't shocked at all by Angela Simmons' decision, because a large portion of people believe Yo Gotti might have a RICO indictment coming his way. Commentators in the industry were saying the same thing. WAC 100 even claimed, Yo Gotti about to get a Rico next, and I'm here to tell y'all, don't do no street S asterisk asterisk T if you don't have to. They want us killing each other for entertainment. They like playing cops and robbers. It's fun to them. As many fans pointed out, Young Dolph's squad handled almost everyone involved in his killing until the shooters ran to the police for protection. Nori Mors. No rest in peace posts. Just bodies dropping one after another. Raw street justice that Memphis hasn't seen on this level before. So now the question is, was Angela right for getting out while she still could? Is Yodi truly facing a federal takedown? Or are these Rico rumors just internet exaggerations? Sound off in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell. I'll see you in the next video.